Hi friends, happy Wednesday. I hope that you all are doing wonderful. Just had again a few thoughts on my mind and kind of had an idea of where to start, and we'll see where this takes off. But a few things that were freshly on my mind was one about this times that we're in, and how again a lot of people keep talking about going back to the normal and all of that, and there's many of us going, no, we don't want to go to normal. There's like, we want to take the time to focus in and see what we can change, or what things we can do to open ourselves up to be in a way that will create a world that we want to live in. So if you look around in your life and you see things, whether it's on a personal level or maybe an extension of you, or out in the world, that you see things that you contribute to, maybe, and maybe some of them have just been things that you were taught, patterns, or that maybe don't really need to continue, and we can look at that and start making changes and helping to support the environment and support each other, bringing it back to more cooperation than competition, more of a loving, compassionate place, learning how to not judge each other as much, and yet maybe accept this awareness that we might not understand the same way or look at things the same way, but that doesn't mean that either one of us is right or wrong. That and what we can do to kind of shift the behaviors or the patterns that we were holding on to, because a lot of it again was just what we were taught, and we were taught that in a time where that worked, or we thought it worked. It worked for that timing, and where we were giving away our power. But these are new days. We're creating a new foundation, and it's one based on love. It's based on the heart, and if we can start making choices on that, it would make a big difference. And right now again is a really great time to start looking at that. We're being given this period to kind of like a reset, an opportunity to look at and to say, hey, maybe I don't like this so much, or maybe that served me and I just appreciate for what it did, and now I want to do something different. Maybe how else can I better take care of the planet? Maybe it's using less plastic, or finding a way of doing bulk shopping, or there's countless things that we can do, right? It's just kind of finding which one works for us, and or if you don't know, maybe do some research and pick something that you might want to do. And then on a personal level, maybe we were afraid to do some things, or take chances or risks, or do something that we love to do because we didn't think the old world didn't support it. Well, maybe now we can work more towards trusting that process and staying in the moment, so we don't have to worry about the details of how it can come about, but trusting that process will lead us there. And then holding space for each person to do that, like hold space for people to be different, hold space for people to make new choices, because if we can't do that, then if we can't leave room for people to change, how can they change? And if we want to change, and we know that we can change, it's about diligence, right? Patience, diligence, taking different actions, doing something new, and repeating it, right, until you build up a new pattern with it. But if we believe that we can do that in ourselves, why can't anybody else? And so this becomes a really great opportunity to be a wonderful time of tolerance, patience, and compassion for each other. And so I really encourage all of us, including myself, to look at any areas in our life where we notice like triggers, things or people trigger our impatience, or our control, or fear, or I don't know, any kind of insecurities, doubt, and we embrace it. We don't run from it. We look at that and let it take us deeper to where it might come from, so we can clear it and heal it out of our system. So now we can come from a different space. We can start to tell ourselves, I don't believe that anymore. Maybe at one point in time I did, but I don't have to believe this anymore. And now maybe these people didn't mean what they said, when they said this, or they were coming from something else, and it doesn't have to mean anything for me. And because they don't agree with me, that doesn't mean anything bad about me or them. We can start taking it in a different way and start living it in a different way. And then as we do this, like amazing things can happen, and I just, for one, I'm really excited about the opportunity to make these changes in myself, I've been working on it, and I'm going to continue, and I'm excited to see lots of people around me doing the same thing, and I'm extremely excited to see what that will unfold, all of us working together on this. And so anyway, I just wanted to send a little thoughts out today about this, and maybe take just, again, a little extra time to be the observer in your everyday actions and words that come out of your mouth. And even if it's being nicer to the people that you live with, or looking at why are you not being nice or having a hard time? Is it about boundaries? Are you not setting healthy boundaries for yourself? Are you living a life that's not feeling good to you? What can you do about that? How can you change that? And sometimes it's just about putting it out to the universe and then being open to be shown what that looks like, or what steps you can take. And things can a lot of times happen in way easier and nicer way than we might have imagined. But we have to get out of the way and allow it to happen, and not just set our minds that it can only happen this way or that way, but to be open for the universe to show us the multitude of ways things can fall into place. And if we're in this present moment, we practice being in the present moment, which we've talked about many times before, then we get those nudges that it guides us each moment of each day, what to do, what to say, when to say it, how to say it. And we just have to be listening and be in that moment and in the flow with everything. And again, it's incredible how it can work when we do that. So anyway, more on this later. Just a few seeds of thoughts for today, and sending you out lots of big hugs and lots of love, and we'll talk again soon.